What's up, you Martha Ford cunts? Let's get this on. Another week of betting. Here we go. Back into it. Woo! Looking at last week's record for me. Kind of like last week, actually. Or the week before last week, I should say. Went 8-7-1 again. Got a little fucked over by the Eagles-Redskins game. If you guys all watched that, I picked the Redskins to cover at 4.5. And if that fucking bullshit touchdown at the very end of the game hadn't happened, I would have gotten that one right as well, and I'd be 9-6-1. But nope, the Eagles just decided to fucking cuck me, and now we're on over here. So I have a now total record of 27-19-2. Still very good. I'll take it. But on to this week. Shockingly enough, I thought last week was actually pretty easy when it came to picking games, and it clearly did not show. And this week I don't like games, so hopefully I do well. So here we go, guys, getting right into it. As you know, the Thursday night games are officially done for the year. It is now Saturday games taking place at the college football. So we're starting off with that 1 o'clock game there on Saturday night. Houston at Tampa Bay. Now, watching here, Houston's a hard team to figure out. They really are. They beat down, honestly, Tennessee, made them look just kind of like that normal wild card team that you would expect, maybe if they even get the wild card. But then the week before that, they got their ass clapped by Denver. And Denver, in return, got anally penetrated by the Kansas City Chiefs. So it's kind of just weird how the NFL works, how different teams match up and whatnot. But Tampa Bay, as you would absolutely expect, took full advantage and ripped off the pants of the Detroit Lions and forced themselves on them and fucking just annihilated them right up the asshole. Because the Lions, as usual, showed us that they are a piece of shit organization. Jeff Bezos, please save us from Martha's wrath. Thank you. But anyways, Houston at Tampa Bay. It's in Tampa Bay. Houston, I feel like, realizes now that they need to kick it up a notch so they can get into this playoff race. Tampa's been looking good lately. They're 7-7 on the year, but in the end, they're not making the playoffs. They're not going anywhere near that. So I think Houston's going to put that extra oomph on. The game's at 3, so I'm going to go Houston's route here at -3 by that half point if you just want to get under that field goal. So take the Houston Texans here at -3. Buffalo at New England. I've done a few talks here about how shit the New England Patriots have been lately. And they still looked really shit against the Cincinnati Bengals for a long, long time in that game until about midway through that third when they finally started to pull away from Cincinnati. Buffalo, though, on the other hand, made my boys look pretty anemic on offense, which doesn't take much because the Steelers fucking suck absolute cock on offense, but their defense looked amazing. But that's nothing new. Devlin Hodges, the Duck, shit a brick, threw 4 interceptions, and fuck. Anyways, Buffalo at New England. New England looks like trash. Buffalo is looking pretty good right now. I'm going to say Buffalo is going to cover here against New England. It's at 6.5, so I'm going to go that plus 6.5 with Buffalo by that point if you want to get it up to 7.5. Straight up, I was kind of fighting with myself on it, whether I wanted it, because New England has looked so trash lately. But until anyone in that division can beat New England at home, I'm still going to pick New England just to be safe. So I am going to pick New England straight up, but against the spread, which is all we pay attention here when we look at record-wise. I'm going to definitely pick Buffalo here at plus 6.5 by that point if you want. The final game on Saturday, Los Angeles versus San Francisco. They did it last week, folks. LA, they had basically went out if they wanted to have a shot at the playoffs, and they didn't. They got absolutely smoldered and fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Fisted up their asshole by the Dallas Cowboys. So, yeah, Rams are done. They're not making the playoffs. Vikings still won their game. My upset pick of the week didn't fall through. So I think the Rams are done. San Fran is still battling for even with that loss to Atlanta, they want that number 1 pick. Not number 1 pick. What the fuck am I saying? Number 1 seed in the NFC playoffs right now. They got to beat Seattle later in the season, so they got to continue to win. I think they're going to take that seriously now. It's at 6.5, and I'm going to pick San Francisco to cover just because LA has nothing to play for at this point, I feel. I think it'll be pretty simple for Minnesota to get that final seed in the NFC, and it'll all be said and done. So, pick San Fran minus 6.5. Get them the win as well. First slate of the games on Sunday. Pittsburgh at New York. Now, New York is not Buffalo. Their defense is not as good. Also, half the guys on their team are basically dead now. So I'm not really worried about the Jets, especially Sam Darnold. He's going to be seeing many ghosts on Sunday when my Pittsburgh Steelers come into play. Minka might get a pick or two. Joe Hayden as well. And I think we're going to beat them up. Not like as you would expect, like maybe like a 48-0 kind of ball game. My team probably can't even score that many points in a month on offense. So I'm going to say this game's probably like a, I don't know, like a 21-24-3 kind of game. Steelers beat down on the Jets here, but definitely pick Pittsburgh here at -3 to win this ball game in New York. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Cincinnati at Miami. Battle of the fuck-ups here. Cincinnati sucks a dick. Miami sucks a clit, so you know how it goes. Oh, yeah. Anyways. They just both fucking suck, but Miami sucks a little less, and they don't really understand tanking at this point. So, let's go Miami here. It's just 1. So, especially since they're at home in Miami, I'm going to go the -1 Miami. A pretty easy pick here. Cincinnati's just going to lose that so they can get their pick of Joe Burrow in the draft, number 1 overall. And next game, New York Giants at Washington Redskins. You know, I'm happy Eli's back because now Saquon's finally usable again, so that's pretty nice for the fantasy playoffs. Other than that, though, they still suck dick. They did beat Miami this last week, though, although anybody pretty much scores against Miami, so that's pretty crazy. But this one is in Washington, and Washington has looked very, very good lately, especially on defense. I think they'll be able to keep this a close, low-scoring game, but in the end, Washington will get that win in the end. It's at 2.5 right now, so I'm going to say pick Washington at -2.5. Book it, get that job done. Next game, Jacksonville at Atlanta. Now, Jacksonville did come back and win that game against Oakland last week. Nobody really gave a shit, though, except for the Oakland fans watching their team play for the very last time in Oakland. Newsflash, you guys still fucking suck dick, so of course you lost in your last fucking game, you fucking pieces of shit. Pick a new team to root for. Or you can root for LA now, or excuse me, Las Vegas. Who gives a shit, though? Don't care. Jacksonville, Atlanta, like I said. Jacksonville, I still think sucks dick. They're a piece of shit. Definitely go Atlanta here. They have looked good. They also just beat one of the best teams in the NFL in San Francisco this last week, straight up, even though they covered the spread easily. But they looked actually pretty good. It's at -7 Atlanta right now. I definitely pick Atlanta right now, -7, maybe by the half point to get it down to it under a touchdown. But yeah, Atlanta here for sure. Carolina, Indianapolis. And before the Monday night game happened, I was going to go with Indianapolis here just because I thought they were a better-led team. They would fight more. When they were absolutely train-rammed up the fucking asshole by the New Orleans Saints on Monday night and got absolutely just gangbanged, I realized that they just don't fucking care anymore. Frank Reich has pretty much, he's done with the year. He knows they're not in, obviously, at this point. They're 6-8 on the year. But Carolina's 5-9. They lost a close one against Seattle. I'm actually going to pick Carolina here. It's at +7, so they're giving us a full touchdown right now. I'm not even picking Carolina to essentially win, although I do like them to win. Spread is all that matters on this show. So I'm definitely going to go Carolina here at +7 by that half point if you want to get over the touchdown. But definitely Carolina here against Indianapolis. Next game, Baltimore at Cleveland, the rematch. Last time these two played, Cleveland won by like 24 over Baltimore. I believe that was Baltimore's last loss. That will not happen this time. Baltimore is on a fucking run. If they win this game, they clinch the number 1 seed in the AFC. They kind of want to run away with this, and so they can rest all their guys next week, which works out for Pittsburgh the next week, so we can beat them easily, so we can get to the playoffs, but that's another story. Yeah, Baltimore is going to absolutely pound Cleveland's asshole here. Get that win. It's at 10 right now, -10. Pick Baltimore for sure by that half point if you want to get it under 10. Definitely pick Baltimore. Then we have New Orleans at Tennessee, and this just sucks for Tennessee, man. They're really trying to fight here to get to the playoffs, and they just have a tough schedule to go here. I'm definitely going to pick New Orleans here at just -2.5. They are the better team. They just slaughtered Indianapolis, and this is going to be a good ball game, but I still think New Orleans wins by more than 3. All right, so New Orleans is going to win that, -2.5. Pick them. Detroit at Denver. I don't even need to talk about this. Detroit's the biggest fucking sad sap in the NFL. Martha, you fucking cunt whore bitch. I hope you get strangled in your sleep by a man who breaks into your house. You horrible woman. I actually just saw her, Martha, in the flesh in this new movie called Ford versus Ferrari. She's actually in it for a short beat. She doesn't talk or anything. What a shock. All she would say is, I love Jim Caldwell, as usual, you fucking heinous little bitch-ass cunt. God, fucking die already so we can fucking sell the team. But anyways, Lions still suck. Pick Denver here at -6.5. Then we have Oakland at Los Angeles. This is a game that I don't really give a shit about. Nobody fucking cares. They both suck. But this one is usually going to probably be a close game at this point within a touchdown. So it's Oakland, Los Angeles. I don't think anyone's going to win by more than a touchdown here. I'm going to pick Oakland here since they are the underdogs at plus 6.5. Maybe by that point to get it 7.5. I don't really give a shit who wins straight up because who the fuck cares at this point about either one of those teams. Arizona at Seattle. This is a lot of points. I think Seattle easily wins, obviously. But plus 9.5, the way Arizona still fights this year and it fights against their division rivals. I definitely pick Arizona at 9.5. By that point, if you want to feel real safe, get it to 10.5. Arizona's for the spread, but obviously Seattle straight up. Last 4 o'clock game there at Dallas at Philadelphia. I've been telling you guys all year. NFC East fucking sucks. Absolute major dick loads. But Dallas just has Philadelphia's number lately and continues to beat them down. I'm going to go Dallas here at -3 by the half point if you want to make yourselves feel good about it. Other than that, though, NFC East, when the playoffs come around, bet whoever they're playing against. Or whoever is playing Dallas or Philadelphia or whoever the fuck ends up winning because they're going to slaughter them. But, yeah, definitely pick Dallas here at -3. The Sunday night game, Kansas City at Chicago. Kansas City looks actually pretty good, especially against they played Denver this last week, a somewhat similar team to Chicago. So I'm going to pick KC to cover here at -5.5. Should be I'm going to say like a 31 to kind of 14 to 17 kind of game. But I'm going to say KC gets a hold of their defense that hasn't been as exceptional as it was in the previous year. But yeah, Kansas City here at -5.5. And finally, Monday night's game, Green Bay at Minnesota. This is really my only huge upset one. I still don't believe in Minnesota. Anybody can fucking slaughter Phillip Rivers. That man literally throws like a little bitch. He throws like, just chucks it like, I don't know how he throws. He Staffords it, but in a more or less convincing way because he looks like a little shit when he does it. But yeah, definitely pick Green Bay here. I know they haven't looked great lately. Minnesota slaughtered the Chargers, but I don't know. Something just screams to me that Minnesota still isn't that great. They have Kirk Cousins at quarterback, especially on Monday Night Football. Come on, primetime football. That is not Kirky's strength. He sucks on primetime football. Definitely pick Green Bay here at +4.5. Pick them straight up, too. You get some points there on a parlay. All right, guys, so that's my picks for the week. Hopefully I don't get cucked as hard like I did last week. I don't like any of these picks because I just didn't like any single game, which means I'll probably go like 13-3 knowing my fucking luck because that's just how it works. But hopefully I make you guys a lot of money this week. See you next week.